Damien, you're about to head off. How long around is it?
I think it's about 150 kilometers by the time I go in and out.
Okay. Are you feeling pumped? Are you excited?
Yeah, a little bit excited, a little bit nervous, of course. You know, I don't know the border at all, and I haven't paddleboarded much in my life, and you know, but it's a nice, calm start for me. So I'm sure once I get out around the corner, I'll get my groove and start cruising with it.
How many hours do you expect to be in for each day?
I'm not sure. I'm just going to have to go by whatever the weather conditions throw at me, I guess. So I'm planning on about 7 to 8 hours. So I'll try and do about 35 kilometers a day.
And then will you be pulling in at night, or how's that going to work out?
Yeah, so I'll pull in at night, or if it gets a bit too nasty. I've got Sue standing over here, and she sort of warned me if I don't come in, if it's dangerous, she's going to swim out and get me. So I'll come in at night. I don't know exactly where. I think my first stop will be about it's Bang Tao. So around near there, I guess, will be the first sort of stop, and just sort of gauge it after about 35 k's how I'm feeling, what sort of time I got it in, whether I'm going to come in there or not.
All right, that sounds amazing. And you're doing it again for PACA, right?
Yeah. So it's for PACA, Paddle Against Child Abuse. So it's been great while I've been here at Phuket, and just been able to go around to all the schools and talk to them, just really raise the awareness of child abuse, which affects everyone in the world. It's 1 in 5 people it affects. So, you know, I'm just trying to do what I can, and hopefully this helps spread the word.
Absolutely, Damien. Have a fantastic time.
Thanks, brother.
We'll see you when you get back in.
Nice one.
You. Damien is best known for his record-breaking paddle down 800 kilometers of the Australian coast, from the Gold Coast to Bondi Beach in Sydney. His achievement garnered him the 2015 Man of the Year award from the fitness magazine Men's Health.
Okay, so I've just gone 3 kilometers, so I've got 147 to go, I think. It's a nice little send-off for me this morning. Thanks to the guys at Phuket Cleanse, and even sun come down from Tanyapura, which was cool. And the Phuket Gazette was there, so it's you know, hopefully this paddle does what it's supposed to, and you know, really starts to put PACA out there globally a little bit more, and just get people more aware of the issues behind child abuse and neglect. The last couple of k's, just coming past the headlands, doesn't look like much, but there's a lot of backwash and there's a lot of currents just sort of ripping around underneath, throwing the board around, and you know, I'm not the best stand-up paddleboarder, so it's yeah, I sort of had to bum ride a little bit of it and jump on the knees just to keep cruising along a little bit quicker. Looks pretty smooth now, fairly calm anyway. So I'm just sort of head to the furthest headland and just cruise from there. Not really sure where I'm going to stop, but I'll just paddle until done about 35 k's or until I get really tired. Can't go any more, and then I'll just pull in. But I'll keep you updated.
Damien's Phuket paddle, while not quite as dangerous or shark infested as his Australian adventure, came with its own range of challenges, not least of which was the breath-stealing haze, courtesy of Indonesia. We caught up with Damien on Naihan Beach upon his return.
Before I even thought about doing it, I knew I had to condition my body for it, for these sort of movements, just the back and everything. So I really spent the last month just training really hard, and I was fortunate enough to have the facilities of Phuket Cleanse and the clean eating, which definitely, like, I've come in now and I barely feel like I've paddled a kilometre really, and I've just done 150 Ks. Luckily there's not too many sharks here, so I wasn't worried about that. I was more worried about, I'd only been on a stand-up paddleboard 3 times in my life, and I'd only got this a day before. I was lucky enough for Starboard to let me aboard to go around, and Blackfish to give me a paddle to use to go around, but I hadn't actually used them. So when I was heading out, it was a little bit bumpy and I was a little bit wobbly. So the first leg was dodgy, real dodgy for me. I was just wobbling all over the shop. I was coming off the board. It was like a rodeo coming around the headlands here, and you know, I did a lot of knee riding and bum riding, just trying to get through all the backwash and the chop and everything that was going on. But once I got through the first hour, the other hours just started ticking by pretty quickly. On the next day when I set off, I was tired, like really sore. Yeah, the first day really got me, definitely, but I pushed through, and the next day the winds weren't too bad for me, so sort of pushed up and around the corner. Once I got to the top of Phuket and then came down, and there was that overpass, the bridge up the top end. Yeah, I was loving it then. It was just calm, flat water, so I was just able to find my groove and really just get moving.
So this is the bridge that crosses over from Phuket. There's Phuket over there, Tang Nang over there. So come 18 kilometres so far today. There's a Thai guy up there thinking, what's this bloody dude doing?
The second night I pulled in was just this little fishing village where no one spoke any English, and my Thai's rubbish, but I sort of just, you know, got my way through and had something to eat in this sort of shed that was the restaurant for around there, and it was good. It was quite good. Like, you know, they couldn't speak English, I couldn't speak Thai, but we all got along. We all laughed and we had fun. I don't know what they were saying, they don't know what I was saying, but it was pretty cool.
I've just done another 35 Ks today. It's pretty tough with the haze of the air pollution that was coming through from Indo. The last bit was a bit of a struggle, just really makes your muscles fatigue a lot. Just can't get any oxygen into them. But it was still alright.
I did go across a few channels where there was a lot of boat activity going on, and it's alright on the faster moving ones, but the slower moving ones, the big cruise ships, you kind of just got to look and go, well, he's not going to stop for me, and so should I go first, or do I paddle, or do I stop and wait, or so yeah, but they're alright, people waving and stuff, thinking, what's this bloody guy doing, you know? There wasn't much marine life on the way around. There's a lot of rubbish down on the west coast, which was really disappointing, especially when you're coming past Patong. There was just big plots of rubbish there, which wasn't real good to see. But not too much wildlife, a lot of big jellyfish, but when I came on the east coast, I went past this section, there seemed to be like a lot of tiger striped snakes, water snakes. And I just thought it was a stick, like one of them, so I've like paddled past and I've nearly hit it with the paddle, and I was looking back thinking, oh, don't get on the board, mate. But they just swam off, they were all right. For me, the most difficult thing was just not knowing where I was going. Like, I knew the direction, but because of the haze that was in the air, I wouldn't know whether they were headlands or islands that I was aiming for, so it was really hard to just guide exactly where I needed to go to. I kind of had to zigzag my way along and kind of guess a little bit. And once I got around to the east coast, it got really bad, and there was a couple of times that I'd spent a good half an hour just paddling, looking around, and there was just absolutely nothing around, just like this mist around me. I could probably only see for about 400 metres, and you know, there was times I was thinking, whoa, you know, what's going on here? But it was kind of funny as well, eerie and funny at the same time. So there's just no wind, not a ripple on the water. You know, it was like something out of the horror movie or something, and I was stuck in it, but I managed to get through it.